welcome back. My garden has done so well since I filmed last. I took a little bit of a break there, but I am back in June. My lettuce have done really well so far. The potatoes have finally emerged from the ground, my carrots are doing swell, and my herbs are coming along very well too. Unfortunately, the rainbow carrots and beets that I planted had been disturbed too many times by squirrels, so they have officially failed. While my flower patch is slowly being taken over by weeds again, quite a few have popped up and they are doing pretty well. The borage has done even better and they're officially my pride and joy of this little area. I used 2 seeds when I planted the borage. Hopefully I'll be able to transplant one of these extra borage plants so I can have some nice flowers around my vegetables. Borage attracts bees like no other, so I'm hoping that these little flowers will be able to give my plants the much needed pollinator boost that they will need later. Unfortunately, borage does not appreciate disturbed roots, so I'll just have to hope for the best and see if it will pop back or not. The daikon and watermelon radishes have not done well at all. They have both bolted, so unfortunately I'm going to have to say goodbye to these two and try again later. About a month ago, a friend gave me a few seeds to try out in my garden. It is too late to start some of these plants, but I'm going to try anyways. We've had a bit of a cool start to June, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to get these plants started. I'm hoping that they will be okay despite of how late it is. Among the seeds were beans and peas. I'm going to use some trellises to help support these, and I'm going to go ahead and put those in the pots now before I start putting in the seeds. I'm going to use some old tomato cages for the trellis. Ideally, I would probably have some cool contraption, but considering I need these pots to be as mobile as possible, a tomato cage inside of a pot will do a great job with keeping everything supported while not inhibiting the movement if I need to move them around my garden. Or maybe even move them to a different home. I've also soaked the seeds to hopefully give them a bit of a head start with their germination. The sooner that they can prop up, the better. Hopefully they will do okay. I'm just hoping for the best at this point. First up are the peas. I'm using a gray sugar snap pea. I've never used them before, but I think that they might be a good fit for this small space. Usually I plant these beans relatively far apart. I'm going to try to narrow the space as much as possible. I'm going to plant a seed every 1.5 to every 2 inches. Usually this is a bit too close for my preference, but I think it's going to be worth a shot. Apparently you can grow peas relatively close together. Since my garden is so small, the more I can get out of each pot, the better. I'm willing to try it out this time, and you know, if it doesn't work, that's okay too. I have 2 varieties of beans. The first one I'm going to plant is a Scarlet Emperor variety. I'm planning to use this variety as a stored dry bean. I've never grown a bean to keep it long term, so this will be a bit of an experience. I will let this bean dry more or less on the vine. I'm going to cross that bridge when I get there, but this is going to be a cool experiment for me. It's great to try something new in the garden whenever possible, and storage beans are definitely one of those. The plant also produces a vibrant and frankly stunning red flower too, so I'm really looking forward to that and hope that I'll be able to enjoy some nice foliage. The second bean variety I have is just a regular old green bean. This is a Kentucky Garden Wonder bean. Or is it Kentucky Wonder Garden Bean? One of the two. This should do relatively well in a small pot. I am growing them relatively close together again. Regardless, my friend only gave me a handful of seeds, so I'm just going to put them all in the pot, see what pops up, and if I need to thin them, I will. And finally, I am starting some squash. One variety is a bush-style yellow crookneck squash, and the other one is this fascinating variegated zucchini. I'm going to trim off the tip of each seed as I plant it to hopefully allow water to get in and to help activate germination a little bit faster. Summer is coming up fast and I really want to make sure I give these plants a good chance and a good start. Hopefully giving them a little trim will help facilitate that. I'm not the biggest fan of these types of summer squash. However, I kind of need a bit of a garden win, and these varieties are super productive. Did my zucchini fail this last year? Yes. Yes, I did. Is my ego still recovering from that? Why, yes. Yes, I am. To deal with the squirrels once and for all, I'm going to sprinkle crushed red pepper all over my pots. Squirrels can taste capsaicin, the spicy part of peppers, and allegedly they don't like it. I am hoping that my poor squirrels do not like the heat. Unlike me, I love spicy foods. So hopefully these are normal squirrels and they will start to avoid the pots that have these pepper sprinkles on them. I'm also going to sprinkle more coffee grounds over my pots. I have not had any slug issues with my garden so far since I've started to use these used coffee grounds. No slugs and no other pests have caused any issues. I'm hoping that this will continue. I'm going to keep on keeping on, and I'm going to sprinkle these all over my pots again. All I need to do now is water in my new plants and hope for the best. If you'd like to see how well the crushed red peppers actually work, feel free to subscribe so that you can see what happens next time I film. Thank you so much for watching. I love making these videos, and if you enjoyed watching this, please consider liking and leave a comment down below to let me know how your garden is going. Until next time, bye.